It's your boy J.R. Arthur, aka the Pixel Monkey, and today I wanted to talk to you about BTS. If you don't know what BTS is, it's behind the scenes. But I don't mean behind the scenes like so much like what's happening on a shoot. I mean behind the scenes in the sense of what you're doing in your career, what you're doing in life, and how things are running. The reason why this came to me is because I brought my camera on vacation because I didn't know what was gonna pop up. There might have been an opportunity to film and there might not. But it's those things that you do when nobody's looking that make what you do great. It's those things that you do when nobody else is following you, when nobody else is checking for you, when nobody else is worried about what you got going on that allow you to shine the way that you need to shine. It's just one of those things that you happen to do for you. If you want to be good at something, it's what you're doing behind the scenes. It's what you're doing when everything else is not on your schedule. It's not looking for you. You're not getting the likes. You're not getting the follows. Those type of things. It's when your career is not moving necessarily the way that you want it to move, but you know that you want to get somewhere. BTS is very important. The reason why it's important because one, it builds your character. Two, it builds your work ethic. And three, it just shows other people who you are as a professional, as a person, so that they can see that you're willing to put in the work even when everything else ain't working. I could easily take this time off and just be, but I'm waiting for everybody to get ready. And so I figured, let me go ahead and grind one out. This, if nothing else, is at least practice for what I do.
We're talking about practice, man. I mean, how silly is that, man? We're talking about practice.
It's a change of scenery for what I do. It's just another situation that I could take advantage of. When nobody else is looking, still be who you are. When nobody else is following you, still be who you are. When other people appear to be better than you or they seem like everything is going their way, still be who you are and keep moving. Something that happens when you do these things, even behind closed doors, is practice makes perfect.
All right. You're gonna learn today.
But we talking about practice, man. What are we talking about? Practice?
The more that you practice, the more that you create these habits, they just become part of you. It'll become something that you just do naturally at that point. You don't have to work at it. You don't have to think about it. It becomes muscle memory. And that's kind of what you want. The grind is scary to a lot of people. Shoot, I'm not gonna lie to you. The grind was scary to me starting out. I never wanted to just get in front of the camera and start talking. And the reason why I didn't want to do that is because I didn't know that I could get up here and just start talking. I wasn't good at it. I didn't like hearing my voice. I didn't even just like being on camera in general. I'm not that type of person. I'm a very quiet person, typically. Now, don't get me wrong. You put me in a crowd, I'm going to shine the way I need to. But that's situational. That's not my everyday. I'm not that personality that's just out there doing all those things. There are people like that, and I applaud them, but that's not me. So in order for me to get comfortable doing this or doing video work in general, I had to do stuff when nobody else was looking. On this day, I just want to say this. Don't worry about what the end result is going to be. Yes, you want to know where you're going, but you want to focus on how you're getting there. You want to focus on everything it takes to be that best version of you. And to be the best version of you, it's those things that happen behind the scenes. Now, you can video those things. You can write them down in a journal. You can do things to take notes so you can always remind yourself what it took for you to get here. Or you can just take notes of it and videotape it and do those things so that you can show other people what it takes to get here. So that way, when people are looking at your journey and they're looking at your finished product, they can also see where you started. They can see that it wasn't glamorous. They can see that you didn't have all the equipment you needed. They can see that you didn't have all the money you needed. They can see that you were getting up, doing the things even when you were tired, even when you were sick, even when you just thought you couldn't do it. They could see it even when you weren't confident in yourself. That helps people just as much as seeing a finished product. There's nothing like a good roadmap for other people to take and then run with it. What I'm gonna say is this: be creative, stay focused, and always do the best that you can do, but make sure that you're doing the work even when nobody else is checking for you. Even slow growth is growth, and I promise you, it will all matter in the end. Until next time, I'm out.
Without consistency, you'll never finish. It's not easy. If it was easy, there'd be no Kerry Washington. If it was easy, there'd be no Taraji Henson, P. Henson. If it were easy, there'd be no Octavia Spencer. But not only that, if it were easy, there'd be no Viola Davis. If it were easy, there'd be no Michael T. Williamson, no Stephen McKinley Henderson, no Russell Hornsby. If it were easy, there'd be no Denzel Washington. So keep working, keep striving, never give up, fall down 7 times, get up 8. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. So keep moving, keep growing, keep learning. See you at work.